Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? Fears, what's up? Maria, what's up? Bob, what's up? Andrea, what's up, man? Durzo, Filet. What's up, gamers? Owie. Alright. Let's play some damn Battleground, shall we? What's up, Barnabas? Alan, what's up? What's up, Paco? Draw 42 months, thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Oh, let me change my skin. Forgot about this. Thomas, what's up, man? Lacking, what's up? Dude, is that a... What's that guy's name? Opix. Profile picture. Remember, what's up? What's your mean the last? As in, the last person playing solos on this game. What's up, Orpheus? Shandy, what's up? Ooh, that was a fast queue. That was quick. Account, what's up, man? The cheaters that got interviewed by Lyric. Wow. Real chat message.
This is Shani. Keep your eyes peeled, Raider. We have field depots scattered.
Oh yeah, Oscar, I know. It's cooked, man. Tomorrow I think we're gonna play Gears of War. And then I don't know when that War Dogs playtest is, but there's so many games to play in the next like 2 weeks. Gears of War, Battlefield 6 update, Stalker, MW4, the War Dogs. It's a backpack, NVIDIA backpack. I gotta change it though. I'm just gonna do this for the love of the game, man. There's probably somebody thirding this. I mean, guaranteed there's a Rescue Raider, right? Give me good audio, come on. We're out of here. Phew. Is it normal for me to encounter a trio in every solo match? Dude, I don't know. Depends what region you're playing. Yeah, are we back? No cheater in the first interaction? That's crazy. No Rescue Raiders? So back. Sell all that guy's stuff. I probably shouldn't have transferred it to my inventory. Draw, I don't know if you're still in chat, but I sent you a copy of War Dogs. Not War Dogs, Hell Let Loose. Phone game. Hell Let Loose. Yeah, I played Gears of War like back in the day. Bro, the player count just dropped to 16k, which is the same as the finals. Are you even surprised? This is not new information. This game has been destined to hit like 5k at this rate. So cry. I can't wait till they come out with like a new passenger. Yeah, store updates. They've got an entire team working on this game, just adding recolors to the game. Like these guys clock in to like add this to make pants black. Something you can literally just have AI do in 2 seconds. Well, this is what every single dev team does. Like a thing in like any company that like pushes like a big update or something, they put out an update and then they go on vacation. Because that's like the most stable their product's gonna be. These guys like pushed the game, went on vacation, and then had nothing to follow up their release with. So like October's gonna be the same thing. They're gonna put out the October update and then there's probably not gonna be any updates forever. Hi Tolo, what's up, man? That's fine though, that's the way games are. Like, if devs fail to put out good updates, a better game comes out and just takes the players. There's so many more good games coming out. We just gotta play what's left of this game until that. We might have gotten blessed by like that first fast queue. I'm gonna try a different map. Where's a better game? It's coming out in 2 months. What soundtrack is this? I gotta gatekeep it. Wonder what ex-Arc players are playing right now. Probably divers. No, I think most people that played Arc at launch are not playing games at all right now. FIFA. Damn. Yeah, some people are like back on COD too. Start playing Tarkov? Yeah, that's probably the best pivot right now. I tried Mistwall. I thought it was pretty shitty. Like, cool concept, but it just looks like it's really lacking depth. Yeah, I've played Counter-Strike on stream. Dude, last time I played Counter-Strike, I dropped like 40 on Nuke and lost. It was crazy. Oh, Draw, did you hear what I said earlier? I'll probably play War Dogs. I got a message though. I want to get a sponsored stream from them though. Do you want to call? I sent you, Shane, and Nick a game code for Hell Let Loose. Which I think you can play today. I think it's out now. Got you, bro.
You better be a streamer.
Filet, thank you for the 5, man. Yeah, I hadn't heard back from those guys. I messaged one of them like a month and a half ago. I was like, hey, can I get some codes? And they're like, I'm at TwitchCon, like whenever I'm back, I'll do it. And then they actually, like last second, sent all the codes. Filet, thank you, bro. I'm deploying you guys. You guys have to post some clips in the Discord. Well, Tarkov, you've got to play Tarkov when it's the most popular. Cry, thank you for the gift of sub, man. It's irrelevant. So spice. Like, Tarkov doesn't really have that bad of a cheating problem when you're playing like the big updates because there's just more legit players than cheaters on. Tarkov's really bad to play it between wipes when there's like nobody actually playing it. Wait, Tarkov's not doing wipes anymore? Temporary character or permanent character? That's kind of sick. Yeah, I also saw that they're doing like revives at some point. I think if you get headshotted, you can't get revived, but there's going to be a downed state if you didn't get headshotted. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That game is probably going to be like the most popular extraction shooter in a year. It already is, but the onboarding is horrible right now. You get your buddy on and like your buddy's not saying anything, you just like tap them in the head and then they're like, dude, that was me, and they weren't saying anything, and then they never play the game again. They just introduced spectator cam? Dude, that is so cool. That is so cool. With spectator cam though, there's probably going to be some serious like cheating stuff going on, where people like spectate themselves with cheats. I don't know why my head goes there first, but you're basically gonna have like remote ESP. I actually unironically need to find ducks. Yeah, my friend convinced me to get the game. Like, this was right before the inertia update, so like there was this one patch they put out on Tarkov that ruined the movement. My friend convinced me to get the game. He was like, dude, this is the most fun game ever. And then the next patch was the inertia update. I bought Edge of Darkness, like the $200 version of the game, and then he never played the game again. So I was stuck playing Tarkov with his friend, somebody that I didn't even know at all, who was like actually pretty good and like walked me through most of the beginning stuff, but dude, it was a whole thing. Yeah, it was a whole thing. Like, I get the game, and the friend that told me to get the game literally didn't even play the day of the update. Like, he read that they changed the movement and didn't hop on the game ever again. Atreides 5 months, thank you, bro. Thank you, dude. Chat, what is this? Oh, we got a golden Kappa train. Holy moly. That is so sick. Hey, redeem your golden Kappas.
Here for explosives.
No, I ended up playing Tarkov a lot more, like 2 years later with Meta. There's some clips, like, they would have gone so viral if we were like streaming that time. I never streamed that game when I played it though, but there's so many funny things that used to happen when I'd hop on that game. Like, there's a friendly fire situation that happened between me and Meta, where like I was just blitzing him with like a scav gun, and he had like the best armor, like an Alton or something on, and like he was just eating it all, and then like had to kill me because I wouldn't stop shooting him. Because I thought he was a raider, dude. We were playing reserve, and he looked like a raider because we were fighting raiders like a second before that. What's up, Rel? Wait, is the YouTube title really this hard to understand? Bob, thank you for the gift sub, man. Do you guys not like? I'm saying that I'm the last one playing the game. It's not the last Arc Raider stream. Claude, 3 months. Thank you. It's YouTube. Yeah, like what I said last week stands still. So Nash. Dude, speaking of Nash, I was just messing around with my harness of choice codex yesterday, and I assign one of my agents a task, and then my agent assigns this random agent called Nash a task. It like created a personality for my task, and their name happened to be Nash. It's kind of funny to see that name in chat now. That might actually be my agent who escaped the sandbox. Gonna need to see some super chats if we're doing dumb questions. Yep. So Lord. Alan, thank you for the gift of sub, man. Enjoy your golden kappa. Dude, I don't even want to click the button that shows me my sub count. I'm gonna do it though. Where even is it? Oh. Ew. Yes. Yeah. If you guys want to stream snipe me, now's the time. Because I don't have a snap hook. What's the next game gonna be? We're just gonna play variety for a while. Like, I'm just gonna probably do sponsored stream to sponsored stream until something fun comes out. And then we'll play DMZ. It said 1200. Once it did, actually, yeah. At one point, that number was 1200. Raid Shadow Legends. Now, like, actually, I got kind of lucky with some of the sponsored streams. Like, we're gonna play Battlefield next week, and then Stalker, and probably War Dogs. Yeah, the only people left playing this game are like streamers and cheaters. There's no legit players left. Sponsored stream is basically when like a game pays you to play their game. Usually it's a game that your audience has zero interest in, but we're not playing like Raid Shadow Legends or anything. We're playing games that we've actually played in the past.
Raider, down there.
Oh, okay.
Raider, by the orbital tower.
Wait, Bob, is there crossplay? You should hop in with Draw, Filet, and Shane. It'd be kind of fire. Yeah, you guys need to set up a platoon. Get platoony. Yeah, DMZ. Like MW4 DMZ, the new one. I wonder if they're gonna do a preview for that. Because apparently the new COD beta is gonna have like a Resurgence beta, which is like their mini royale, battle royale light, and they're gonna do a beta for that in the playtest in September. Actually, no, it's the end of August. So I wonder if they're gonna do like an early DMZ type of reveal. let's go. I think he's digging in something. Oh, underground. Ah, yeah, he's probably just gonna be holding this. The last time I dropped down on a guy that was under here, he was just rage hacking with a kettle. It's like day of wipe. Yeah, there's cheats on every game, but the issue with a game that was very, very popular at one point and then died is that there's a relative amount of cheaters to 500,000 players, but there's only 20,000 people playing the game right now. Aww.
Toodaloo.
Sure. This person was digging in here too. Hairpin. Willie, 240. Let's go, man. Hey, are you friendly? Yeah, I think another reason there's stagnation when it comes to anti-cheats is because the people that are capable of making a good anti-cheat have a way higher ROI doing something else with that capability in a totally different field. Like working for Palantir, for example. Or doing like cybersecurity for some other company. There's no reason those people should waste their talent getting paid like $40,000 to make an anti-cheat for a game that's barely live service. Dude, you guys need to like, I don't know, practice reading comprehension or something. How do you not, how is this many people not understand the YouTube title? Is it like ESL stuff? Squatting, what's up, man? I don't know if I should loot that guy or not. Probably not. Yeah, you gotta slow down and read a little bit. The last Arc Raider. As in Raider, the last person raiding arcs. Like the last one. Last one left. Only one left. Last guy playing the game. It's kind of relevant to like the context of the game dying.
Let's make this quick.
Oh, I get it now. Oh. It's Monday though, I get it, guys. Long weekend. Late start.
Go on.
The last legit Arc Raider, true. The last cheating streamer. Hey, let's bring in some defibs. Let's be a friendly raider. Let's make sure the last couple people that are on the game stay on the game, right? Streamer almost broke my heart by saying it's Monday. I actually thought it was Thursday. I didn't know it was Wednesday. The week is such a thing of the past. Like, what do you mean everybody has to sync up on, like, Monday to Friday with a Saturday, Sunday weekend? Like, it's infuriating that other people would want that. Hashtag no days off. Hashtag love what you do, never work a day in your life. Or hate what you do and cease to exist until Friday afternoon. Fresh raid? I don't even know how long we were in queue, but that was pretty quick. I don't have a snap hook. If anybody in chat has snap hooks, let me know. Oh, by the way, I put in the chat yesterday in the Discord, I was like, AC getting fixed. And they were like, just messing with stuff for like an hour in here. And then they told me that to get to the compressor, it's through a different unit, and they didn't have permission to go through that unit, so they have to come back another day. So, basically nothing happened. A bunch of people fiddled with HVAC stuff in the wall, and then realized that the actual thing that needs to get fixed is not even where they can get to. Classic. It's fine though. This is like my European vacation. But I'm just in Philadelphia without AC. This game is kind of laggy today. It's weird. Let's see if there's anybody in here. Ooh, contact. Should we res this person? Hey, you friendly? Hey, are you friendly? Hey, are you friendly? Wrong queue, pal. Yeah, they were talking in game chat immediately after dying. Cheeseburger. This guy was vacuuming up this room. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. I hope he has a snap hook on him or something. Hey, what do you think you're doing? I got him, I got him. Chat, they definitely changed the queue. For sure. For sure, man. They're just gonna throw you in friendly lobbies now, instead of making you wait 5 minutes. That's so funny. Holy. I got him, I got him. That's actually one of the few fights that the best gun you can have is the El Toro. He just really misplayed it. He should have slid out. Yeah, they probably had to change the matchmaking. Because all the actual solo PvP players quit. As if they didn't quit like 6 months ago, but I can pretend like they were still playing a week ago. Yeah, this is a very different queue. I have not seen this many hole crackers in like 2 weeks since they changed the matchmaking the first time. This is a good trickle down though, because us PvP players actually do need loot way more than these PvE guys. So I'm very appreciative of that. Why do people always do that? Like, people just straight up jump out this window. Yeah, they definitely changed the matchmaking again. They realized that their few PvP players would just quit playing the game if they had to sit in queue for 5 minutes. No, I wouldn't install this game again until like October. And then by then, there's probably just gonna be better games out anyway. Ooh, good shot. Why is my bobcat shooting circles? Embark dropped a new blog? I didn't see it. Is it actually anything? Or is it a nothing Burgo? Release date map photos? I'll check it out after this. Oh my god, dude, I'm literally just dead. I didn't even hear that guy. I thought it was the guy across the map that was in the lobby. Damn, dude. That's so unlucky. That was probably like hipfire aim assist too, to hit a double desync shot like that. Unlucky. Alright, let's pull up the blog. Let's see it. Alright, let's see. Is it just on like the Embark website? Frozen Trail. Damn. Alright, let's see. Next frontier. At the heart of Frozen Trail is our newest map. Shawnee will call upon raiders to investigate an unprecedented signal emanating from beyond the mountain. Something big happened here. Could anyone resist being part of the initial scouting party? Let's get some music here. Make it bigger. Yeah. Cool. Let's see what else. Frozen Trail update will also introduce an enormous new arc operation designed for experienced raiders looking to push themselves even further. Without giving too much away, this new activity is built around many of the ideas that have become increasingly important to us throughout development: meaningful decisions, dynamic encounters, and moments that demand cooperation and careful judgment. Well, if you don't remove ABMM, that doesn't really exist, but... New arc, new threats. We do not want new arc. Our team has been hard at work developing new arc threats that will arrive alongside the new map, each designed to challenge the ways you've learned to move, fight, and adapt. Your Raider Den has served you well, but it's time to expand. We're building deeper progression systems, giving players more ways to craft their own journey and build towards long-term goals. That's why your Raider will have the opportunity to inhabit a new space, the Outpost. After spending months on the back foot, hiding underground, it's time to start taking the fight to decorate your outpost. Oh, decorate your outpost. Research new elements of the world. Okay, that's kind of cool. Like base building and stuff. We're also adjusting the skill tree to give you more agency over the kind of raider you want to become. That's kind of cool. Hopefully it's like actually a choice though, right? And not like the illusion of choice. So, customizable raider den and updated skill tree. We've known that. They said that when they announced that they were going to do 6-month updates.
If your heater's out, you're not alone. Layer up, people.
The team is continuing to work on new content that will enhance your experience as well as new weapons and ways to personalize them. Ooh, new microtransactions. Let's go. That you're probably just going to milk reskins for the next 6 months while we wait for a new update. Gadgets, cosmetics, instruments, and plenty of other surprises. What about a PvP challenge? What about removing ABMM? Alongside all of that, we'll continue to improve the core Arc Raiders experience through ongoing work on matchmaking, anti-cheat, stability, and quality of life updates. That's cool. We kind of knew this stuff was coming. It's cool to see like an actual look of the map. I don't know why they would do a winter map though. Like that's the whole point of having map conditions, right? Like, are they going to release Frozen Trail, like a new winter map, and then release a map condition that's not snowy? Why not just release the map as a base map that can then have a snow condition? I don't know if I'm like hating too much, but I thought the whole point of setting the game up the way they have is that they don't have to add a bunch of new maps. They can just add map conditions to existing maps to change the experience. Like the whole reason we have... I'm not a big fan of the current map conditions. Like Electro Storm is at least, it changes the entire map on every single map. Even though it's not a new map, it's kind of like adding 8 new maps and you add a weather condition. Like Cold Snap too. Like just add back Cold Snap, add a base map, and then have a winter condition. But if they're gonna have like a perma Cold Snap map, that's cool. If it's actually permanent Cold Snap, that'd be sick.
No such thing as a 2-minute.
What's up, Perez? Yeah, what if we made Arc Raiders even more snowy? You guys thought Cold Snap was crazy. Yeah, I hope the update's good. I just think there's going to be better games out at the time. What if Shredders threw snowballs? Yeah. Like, I just don't see the point of adding more Arc either. Like, that's... I don't know, man. Just add meaningful quests and, like, meaningful progression and... stat tracking and private matches and like a duel arena, and make it so you're not just running one augment and you can play friendly lobbies to get endgame gear. Like there's so much more depth that can be squeezed from this game without actually adding new content, but just resetting people and then making it more difficult to get the current things in the game. Like they have to do an entire economy rework in this game too. You've got 4 guns that are usable, like, and if you really boil it down to close range, long range, you've got like 2 guns. No, like that's like the October updates, it's probably going to be a nothing burger. Like they're probably just hoping more people are going to be on the game, but it looks like it's just going to be a new map and then some like new progression. And then they had to squeeze in the fact that they're going to add like skins to weapons, like more microtransactions. We know the way that they milked the current microtransactions, where you've got 5 skins that release at launch, and every week now they release a new color to the 5 skins that have been in the game for 9 months now. Yeah, but the weapon skins, like, is it gonna be raider kills? Like, it'd be really cool if you could get a gold bobcat for 1,000 kills, right? But knowing them, probably not. Is it gonna be like 50 pop, destroy 50 pops with a bobcat? That would be kind of stupid because it's a light gun. It would be cool if it was like anvil, destroy 50 leapers with a, or like kill 50 leapers with an anvil, and then bobcats like kill 100 raiders. Yeah, and then like without actually fixing the anti-cheat, like they can say they're working on the anti-cheat all they want, but if they don't get more legit players in the game, fixing the anti-cheat doesn't do anything. So unless they put out a godly update that gets 150k people back on the game, enjoy getting hacked on. Bozy, 11 months, thank you, bro. We don't even know really if this team that's working on the game right now is the OG team. I don't think any of these people that are working on the game right now are the people that are behind the things about this game that we like. Like, I don't think the person that made Riven Tides is the same person that made Damn Battlegrounds. Riven Tides is like one of the worst maps ever made. And if Frozen Trail is anything like that, I'm good. Yeah, the primary dev team, like, they're too talented to be working on this game still, with how much money they made off it. Those store updates, man, those interns are going crazy. It's okay, us. Nah, his name's Big Hoss. This guy's cheating. And he's got a default skill. And he was holding that angle with a molly. Yeah, I think I could confidently take control of Embark and what they're doing to Arc Raiders and get 100k people back on the game in 2 months. Actually, 3 months. If you give me 3 months and like a decent budget, we could rebuild the player base. What do you change? I've been talking about what I'm going to change every single day for 10 months on stream. If you've ever watched this stream, you know what I've changed. Yeah, meaningful progression, a big part of having meaningful progression in a game is that somebody else fast tracking or like cheating it shouldn't undermine the amount of time that you put into something because you chose to do it a different way. The undermine there. like my workbenches should be able to craft things more efficiently because I acquired all the resources in PvP compared to people that acquired the resources in PvE. It's simple. Like the same way in COD, in Warzone, how BR casual wins don't count to your actual record because you're playing as bots. Gear that's acquired should suck compared to the PvP gear. Like, I don't want every single thing I do in this game to be devalued because somebody like did a fast track, low effort way of doing it. And like, it just breeds everything that you do into being like very low effort in this game. Hence why I take loot donations and stuff too. If this game, like, there would be no reason for me to ever take a dono if the way to get loot efficiently was to play PvP. Can't wait for DMZ casual, dude. I'm stoked for it. And you kind of filter out everybody that like pretends to be a PvE player just because they can't actually get gear in PvP. Because everybody would be like, oh, why are you complaining that you can't use your PvE gear in PvP? I thought you were a PvE player. They'd have to admit that, no, I actually take advantage of the PvE system so I can get gear for PvP. That's what it really comes down to. I think right now we're past the point of ABMM actually helping. Like, removing ABMM right now wouldn't do anything because there really isn't ABMM. Like, I'm in the same lobby as friendly players right now. So I can just feast on these guys until they eventually turn into PvP players and shoot back. Yeah, Z, isn't that sick? I think that's a really good system. Whoops. A little bit of wheel leg. I'm a little bit suspicious of that guy. Especially because both of them went to the window there to peek through. Nah, Steve, it was probably the stream sniper Spurley. He wears the skin that I wear and stream snipes people now. Just read the Frozen Nothing Burger. I got him, I got him. I got him. Oh, this guy was probably cheating. It's an insane kit to be running Pharaoh Bettina with a photo cloak. Damn. I actually played that well, but the interact didn't work. Unlucky. No snap hook, so you gotta die to bots. So sad.
Welcome.
It's actually so sad. Extra snaps? Yeah, I'll take them. I'm down. No, I'm talking about like burgers, like bad players, not actual AI. No, they haven't added AI to this game yet. That's probably the next move, though. Wait, who wanted to do the dono? Do I have you added? Loading up? Okay. Let's do it. Shoot-alicious. We got a skill point, and we're level 69. Hell yeah. The Owl song remix.
Yo.
Yo.
Alright, how are we gonna do this? How many snaps you want?
I'll take as many as you got. Like keep some for yourself, but as many as you can part way with.
Man, I'm PvE. I don't even put them in my safe pocket anymore.
Okay.
I have too many.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take some snaps, some bobcats. You got them?
Bro, I'll throw you a bobcat.
Okay, cool.
Now multiple.
Do you want to trade Tempest for bobcats?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, I'll bring in 3 Tempests.
All right, that works. What do you want? You want the kinetic converter and all that?
Yeah, I mean, if you got them, for sure. Yeah.
I'll do 2. I'll do it 2 for 2.
Okay, got you.
One's gonna be padded stock, and the other will be kinetic converter
Okay, yeah, it works for me.
with the horizontal. Hold on, give me a second to set this up.
Gotcha. Yeah, all I've got is candleberries.
I'll bring a hatch key too. Get us out of there.
Gotcha.
I'll throw you 3 snaps. That works.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Full Dura. Alright, so I got 2 bobcats, 3 snaps. Anything else you need?
No, that should be everything.
Alright. What map do you want to do it on?
Let's do buried.
Buried. You want an extra hatch key?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Alright. Keep the show going, you know?
Yeah. No, not having a snap hook, the amount of like bad scenarios you get into, especially when you've played like 1,000 hours with a snap hook.
I just tuned in and I was wondering why you didn't snap out of there.
Yeah, like I'm just
come
stuck
man.
on a platform getting burned alive.
Yeah. He was just blanketing with those blaze grenades.
Yeah,
Spreading them.
I can't believe somebody would bring in more than 5 of those.
I can't. Becca, he probably brings that in every raid.
Yeah.
So much util.
Yeah, Hank, I think I have you added, right? Later, Zeeb.
You want to drop at the hatch, or I'll spawn.
No, we can just drop it at the beginning, and then I'll be able to snap hook like to the hatch.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we could do a dono segment, Hank. I'm down.
Well, I'm not used to these queue times. It's usually under a minute for me, even in squads.
Yeah, I think this is like half and half, like because I'm definitely in PvP queue and duos. You're probably in. You might even be in PvP queue.
I'm probably like on the lower aggro side.
Yeah.
Does it take the host, or is it like, cause I have my server on North America.
I think it's just a combination. Like I think it tries to blend like as much aggro as I am. If you're PvE, like it'll try and cut it in half, but it'll try and find like that middle of the road, like half friendly lobby. I think now though, like at 2 minutes 30 seconds, I think it just gives up and puts you in a lobby.
Cheater lobbies, probably. Oh shit, late raid.
Yeah.
Alright.
Over here.
Got you, Doombot. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a couple donos. I think we actually got the worst spawn for this.
We'll be alright.
Chad, dong stream snipe. Just let me get my snap hooks in peace. I use my key.
Yep.
Phew. Thank you, dude.
Yes, sir. Good luck.
Let's go, boys. Alright, we're up. Hank, I'll get you in here after this. W, Lootylicious, 3 snap hooks acquired. Go. Audio, what was your username again? Stu, if you want to do a drop now, I'm down. Just like a full inventory. Whatever like the most important stuff is. Invite, gotcha. Yo.
What's up, man?
to get some stuff queued up.
Okay. Yeah, I've got 19, 21 slots basically.
I mean, I got tons right now. You want cats though right now?
Yeah, dude, I'm down for that. Yeah. Hank, we can run it after this. I'm gonna get some gear. Like if I need stuff after this, Hank, then I'll hit you up. Same thing with the audio. I might just be too stacked after this though. So American, how you still have motivation to play Ark? It's so fun getting paid to play video games. It's so fun. And you only realize that if you have like a real job whilst also getting paid to play video games at the same time. Without the juxtaposition, then you take for granted what you have. So Catty, hell yeah, man.
You have a hatch key? You want me to drop it?
No, I got one.
Are you fat?
Yeah, let me drop you one, actually 2 bobcats.
Let's head home at the sunroof hatch.
Holy moly, chat. Dung stream snipe, please. I need this loot more than you guys. So Tyrese, considering buying the game, never played it or anything, any tips? If you get the game now, it's probably the best time to get the game because by the time you get like a little bit bored of it, the biggest update is going to come out. So, like, I wouldn't say it's a bad time to get the game. Just know that it's going to be like a little bit slow if you're really just looking for a PvP experience. If you'd rather just like play a solo PvE experience where you're fighting like Ark and like whatever, you can still get as much out of this game as you could at launch.
What was the workbench stuff? Do you want that now or you want that later?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
What was that stuff that you needed?
Let me see like what the most, I guess I have utility station leveled. I think refiner, which is 1 arc circuitry and 6 bombardier cells.
Alright, got the bombardier. Do you need bastion cells?
1 bastion cell, 3 industrial batteries.
I don't have the batteries on. I didn't know you needed those.
I'll be able to get those.
Surveyor vaults?
Let's see. The chat, was that? Oh yeah, 5 surveyor vaults.
Sentinel firing cores?
5 of those, yeah.
What about rusted shut medical kits?
That's for medical, right? Let me see. No, I've got 5 of those.
Regents, laboratory regents.
3 of those, yeah. And 3 Rocketeer drivers.
Leapers at all?
Nah, no leapers.
If you've been hoarding supplies, now's the time to share.
Chat, now's not the time to stream snipe me, okay?
Alright.
Whatever you do, do not stream snipe me right now.
You want stuff for an expedition, Vol?
Sure, yeah. Who even knows if I'm playing
If
next
you have the
expedition?
room.
Yeah, yeah. You can just throw it in whatever else. I'll just take it. What's up, Oscillator? Dude, I hate to draw attention to this, but Oscillator doesn't have a sub, man.
If you're waiting for freshly squeezed juice, keep waiting.
Like, he's probably watching an ad right now. I actually feel kind of bad. I feel kind of sad for him. Wait, Shane, does the full game come out tomorrow? Ah, I see. I see. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be on that Gears. I think Gears open betas tomorrow. Yeah, hell let loose.
Jimmy, pick up the pace. Forklift is out. 2-4 is go time.
Yikes, this is not a good spot.
Yeah, for real.
Dude, default fighting games are actually so addictive.
Alright, these are gonna roll, so just there you go.
Okay.
Wanna go here, you think? Or you wanna go all
Yeah,
the way?
yeah, it's probably better to go left.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That sounds fun over there.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a hatch camp with Tempests.
Yeah.
Surely we don't run into somebody. Remember when people were doing the duck dupe, you could just hear people dropping stuff in each one of those. In default, I would not get back on this game. Just wait until a big update comes out, trust me. Dude, thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's go, boys.
I got more queen cores, man. If you decide you want the expedition ball.
Okay, yeah, I'll save the ones I have.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I think we have refiner leveled up now. Yeah, okay, we're set now. We can actually play the game. The biggest bottleneck we were having before is that I couldn't craft power rods, so I had to recycle each snap hook to craft a new one. So I was just like burning through snaps every raid, but now we actually can be sustainable. Shout out sustainability.
Don't keep your enemies waiting.
No, I don't think so, John. I actually got those from killing somebody last wipe that did the dupe exploit in my lobby. Like, that's how I got all the turbine. Or actually, 2 turbines were dropped, but that's how I got most of that stuff from dupe hunting. Alright, we got some gear now. I think we play a little bit of port. Top on that spaceport, man. Just had fesh and rice for lunch. Nice. What's up, Zach? Raid's been fine. We haven't really had like a banger yet, though. Pretty average. Oh, maybe we play some solo trios, actually. Let's do that. What's up, Grub? What's up, Rob? Chat, bear with me for the solo trio queue. It usually takes ages, but when we do get a lobby, it's usually a decent one. There we go. So Queasy, I don't really like editing that much. I like streaming way more. This is such a late raid for a solo trio. Like any trio that's staying in this late is usually up to no good. When you're running around, you can tell if somebody's in one of these towers by looking through the crack there. What's up, Chef? Hey. 3 renegade shots in the back of my head. Good, I don't see anybody over there. I'm hearing fighting southeast, which is actually really good. So that means they have to go to the hatch there. We can cut them off. Oh yeah, default. I lost that raid, but it was one of my nastiest 1v3s. GG's. This guy's probably cheating. Oh, that guy's stream sideways, never mind. That's the same stream sniper from when me and Bozy were playing.
Good to see you, Chip. Better than the plain ones, that's true.
That guy was in the chat asking to play. Híjole. My biggest fan.
Let's see what you need.
Stan. Yeah, if you're not gonna play with me, I'm gonna force you to be in my lobby. It's so weird. That's actually probably why the queue popped. They saw that I was queuing solo trios, then hopped in.
My stock's still the best. Light, fast, and easy to run through.
Yeah, I saw they're gonna do the Raider Den customization. I just don't really care for that. Like, it's just such a LARP. Like, give me actual in-game content to progress. Like, give me some PvP rewards. Maybe if you can put, like, a statue or something like in your raider den from getting 1,000 raider kills or like 10,000 raider kills or something, that'd be cool. I just don't really care to put like be able to customize it though. I want nearly impossible to get challenges that make you want to play the game and be able to show off like some impossibly hard to get stuff. They just have to add something in this game that's not a participation award. Like just one thing that not everybody can get. PvP division for trials. If there was more legit players in the game, sure. Maybe that would get more legit players in the game and there would be less cheaters. Right now, like it would be the gauntlet. But I can't set the house on fire, so I might as well play Sims. Yeah, like they're adding Sims, basically.
The water filters need replacing. No one knows when the parts will get here.
I think the numbers will jump in October. Maybe. There's a lot of games coming out. I don't know if people are going to be hopping on this out of everything. Like GTA's coming out, DMZ's coming out. Yeah, Wi-Fi. Like, I just don't think they need to add new arc, man. Like, I think they need to add new map conditions that are on a faster timer so you can play the map condition on any map at any given point. I think they should actually remove some of the arc because the rewards, like the arc, just become like a nuisance after a while, and you don't need the rewards for them.
Hold on. There.
You just need to fight arc for the first like day of expedition to unlock stuff, but then after that, you don't really get anything. But if there was like this crazy helmet you could wear because you killed like 10,000 wasps or something, like wasp hunter helmet, and like if you knew that you were like slowly progressing different things, it'd be cool. So Lois. Yeah, Lois, I'm gonna be playing the launch of it. I'm definitely not gonna be playing on the 27th though, because that's MW4 beta. So Mike, where have I been? I've been streaming. Taking some days off though because no reason to play this game every day. I was playing Apex though on Twitch when I wasn't streaming on YouTube. Yeah, I was talking about that a little bit earlier, Lois. I just don't think that game has more than like a month of depth to it. Like it's probably gonna have happened what happened with Dark and Darker, where so you got a really cool launch, but then there's not a lot of depth, and then the game just becomes a bunch of streamers fighting each other. Yeah, the Firefly, or like shredders being added to multiple maps and stuff like that. Like, I just don't think that's what this game needs. Like, I think they should actually remove Fireflies and they should remove shredders from all the maps. Or at least make the loot that you get proportional. Like, you should get a cool enough thing for fighting a shredder. Or like a loot resupply. Like, you get 5 grenades off a shredder and like, I don't know, just random stuff. Just reward me for fighting an arc that you added to the game just to stop naked runners from playing. If you think of the design of the shredder, right? You have to have like a heavy gun to destroy it. It's a proximity attack. Like, they added that so people would stop naked running for augments and stuff. But then people that weren't even naked running, that just want to play PvP, are getting punished for something that they added that they couldn't find a new solution to besides removing the safe pocket from naked running in this game. Or the Firefly. If you're a free kit, like, the Firefly was either a free kit nerf, because it's almost impossible to fight a Firefly if you're a free kit, or it was like just not really thought of. Like, there hasn't been enough playtesting after they've added that for devs to realize that it's extremely hard to fight. Yeah, like, or you kill a shredder and then you can use the shredder as a shotgun for like 3 shots or something. Like, you pick up a destroyed shredder that has 3 bullets in it and you get to like attack somebody with it. Or like a Firefly like turns into a flamethrower and like a pop already turns into a grenade. Dude, those guys actually went down and breached that. I feel like I took so much more damage there, but I should have like full HP. Those are like in the lobby. Oh. gotta wait a little bit here. There's a barricade down there. Is the team that's like in the main room can't push through? I'm wondering if I should just breach the roof and then grab all the way down. The guys down here wearing, like, they're running free kits and they're wearing the default skins. They're probably all cheating. What happened to that other team? Oh, I'm so dead, dude. I'm so dead. Bro, what are those guys doing? I thought it was only a duo. I didn't see the third guy. Hey, well played by them. AI generated profile picture. Obviously, he's cheating. Ooh, wasted. And a car in the profile picture. Hold on. That guy's probably got a package and like 5 918 names too. Ooh, admin. That guy's probably cheating. I'm sure all those guys are legit players, yeah.
Sorry, busy day.
You got an knife?
I wonder what happened to that other team that was in there.
Good to see you. Take it, use it, and try not to bleed on it.
Grok released a new model? Yeah, what is it? It's like 4.6, right?
Indeed.
I saw they added like Grok bots. Is the cursor acquisition, like now they're like a combined thing. But everybody that's hyping up the Grok bots, it just seems like they never used Codex. But you can just do everything that you can do with Grok bots in Codex by naming the chats like silly names if you wanted to have each one of your agents have like a funny profile picture or something. It's just a crazy bubble, bro. Like, these AI labs pretend like their competitors don't exist, and then they release products as if it's like the first time that thing's ever been done. They're claiming, yeah, I highly doubt it. Like API priced Grok or something, because a big problem with Grok is that it doesn't have like as good computer use and stuff, and like you'd have to have the $200 plan to have grok bots, to have computer use, to have like VMs and stuff. Yeah, like soul reasoning is just too good. Opus sucks. 4.6 might have that, but unless it's in a harness that's like capable and organized, it doesn't matter. No, a grokbot is an agent. You're thinking of Optimus. No? Like a grokbot's just an AI agent that sits in a Slack. Oh, I know what you mean, yeah. Like, one day you're just gonna be able to like order your grokbot and it's gonna be like a physical robot of the team member that you made through grokbots. Yeah. No, I get that. I get that now. Yeah, every one of these AI labs releases something and a bunch of people quote tweet it. And the truth of it is that like OpenAI and Codex has been able to do that thing that they're talking about for the last 6 months. Like the biggest jump was when OpenAI went from like 5.5, 5.4, 5.5, 5.6. Like Soul 5.6 is their craziest leap. But they already have like all of the agent swarm stuff built in that you can just send out. Like you can orchestrate a swarm of agents through Codex with extremely high reasoning, and then you can delegate other tasks at lower reasoning things for like token efficiency. And the biggest problem with multiplayer agent harnesses and like grok bots and stuff is that other people can't invoke your agents, so it's still single player. Like you're communicating with multiple agents, which you can already do through every harness. Like most harnesses now, like each chat is just an agent swarm waiting to be invoked. Yeah, I know it feels more permanent because you can kind of like put a face or like a profile to an agent. I understand that, but from like an object permanence stance, if somebody can't realize that each chat just has agents doing the tasks for them, like putting a little like anime face on an agent doesn't really do anything. Like the whole point of context is that it's not necessarily one agent redoing tasks, but your context stores their instructions to do that task. You don't really want a deterministic single agent that's not constantly being audited. Like I can just go into Codex and then say like, hey, audit the tasks of like everything you've done and learn from like what I've said to do differently, and now use that as permanent memory for doing the task in the future. And like it just trains them and then makes it less deterministic. So Surfer, this is the best mouse ever made, in my opinion. I was just shooting. Yeah, I guess it's the same thing with like people that are like using ChatGPT and people that are using Codex. Like even just the difference between like asking a question to an agent swarm versus asking a question to like a GPT. Yeah, but record your work like already exists in Codex. It's existed for like 2 months. It screen records you doing something, and then it takes app shots, which are like context-heavy screenshots of the app you're using, with like a ton of added metadata, and then it trains it. And then like the VM thing, you can just give your agents VMs if you really wanted to. Like I know that Grok has like native VMs, and it's a little bit different than having like browsers per agent. But with computer use, like on a remote computer, it is so much easier to do all that stuff. What's an agent swarm? It's basically like having a bunch of intelligent bots go out and do something for you. With like very high reasoning. So like an example would be like, if you ask ChatGPT a question about something on the internet, it uses like kind of outdated information to answer that question. Like whenever the last time they index information relevant to the question you're asking. So if you were to be like, hey, what do you think about this listing on eBay? It would be like, oh, the average price of this item that you listed is like usually going for this. But if you go and ask like Codex, like an agent swarm, it'll basically like use your computer or use a virtual computer to index eBay by hand, check all the listings, see like what the pricing is based off of, compare it, and then you could like even hop on Facebook Marketplace locally, look at local listings, and then like put in some bids for you. So it's like a task, but then it goes out and does most of it for you. So like an agent swarm is capable of taking like a request. Like let's say you get an email, somebody asks you, hey, can you do this thing? You just have your agent swarm read that email and then start doing the thing. Like immediately invoke the agent swarm. Like once the thing has been asked of you, and it'll go out and do the thing. And now like if you can describe something, or like a description of the thing that you want to have happen exists, you can just have an agent swarm do it. So there's not really like any, there's a very, like the path of least resistance is like the only path now. if you can like verbalize or conceptualize an idea, you can go out and have a tech solution for it made by an agent swarm. And like before, like let's say somebody's training you, right? Like you're an intern or something, somebody's training you how to do something. If you were to just record everything that you're telling somebody else to do, like it basically can just be taught to an agent and it'll do it for you. Now, like the only thing that's left to do is like to manage the swarm and make sure it doesn't like go crazy. But with higher reasoning agents that keep track of that stuff, like you have other agents managing your agents. Yeah, I think like in gaming terms, think about how many bugs you run into in a game, right? What an agent swarm unlocks is the ability for somebody to report a bug and then have bots go out and fix it immediately. Like it doesn't have to be, the task doesn't have to be delegated to people to go and do it. I can't tell if these guys have snap hooks or not. I would say with previous models, the bots could break stuff, but now, like with soul reasoning, it's very hard for like an actual issue to ever be sent to like a production. Like those issues are rarely ever committed. Oh my god, we're gonna eat. Let's go. Yeah, I've used cursor. Damn, where do these guys come from? That guy's probably shooting. I've used cursor, it just feels like a worse codex. Unlock it. Yeah, so like the best way, in my opinion, to set up codex is you have a task delegation chat on the left side, and then for each thing you have to do, like each new task or chat, you tell it to make a separate chat to go out and do that thing. And anytime that there's a reoccurring like specialty agent that can do multiple things, that new task you have gets delegated to an older chat. So like then each chat basically acts as like a specialist in whatever thing you need. And then based on like what those tasks are, you have each of those chats set to a certain reasoning model. So you say like delegate this task to the correct chat while also being token efficient and correctly matching it to the reasoning needed to complete this task. And then for each one of those things, you could have like one or two other versions of it that are different levels of reasoning.
We're here for business. Let's get on with it.
So you could basically have like Luna Light for like things that are super like acknowledge whether or not this is like a PNG or a JPEG. That's like a Luna Light cron job or something, like something that happens and is like a scheduled task. Or if you need like deep reasoning, like figure out something that requires somebody to like think a little bit, and then you give it enough context to make that decision, then you could have like, that's like a Soul Ultra type of thing. Yeah, I don't think there's an auto, but there is auto in the sense that you can just tell it to like, or you can ask a higher reasoning thing to be able to tell like what reasoning something needs, and then it doesn't need to like continue to figure out what reasoning something needs. Like it's better just to like ask like, hey, I need to do this thing, like what reasoning? And you just ask that in like a non-codex thing. Carb, 53 months, let's go, bro. Thank you, man. Like I wish a lot of the AI stuff that I'm doing, like I wish I could post it, but it's just like too doxable. Way too like real. But like the breakdown for all the tasks that you need agents to do, like I think a problem people have is like being able to visualize what is going on, because it's like you're working in a terminal basically. Like there's no front end to it. But you can just like have the front end built in codex chats now too. Like that's another crazy thing. Like for like coding projects, for example, you can have different like website modules embedded into your codex chat, so it doesn't have to push it to production or anything. You can like see what it's building as it's building it, and then you can interact with it in an embedded version in the chat. Cozy, what's up, man?
2-3 blocked. Raiders, radio pocket. 2-4. Let's go.
22 months. Let's go. Thank you, bro. I don't know how Oscillator still doesn't have a sub, man. So sad. Knife, thank you, dude. That's like 3 months that Knife has paid for your sub now. God. Yeah, the other crazy thing about like codex is that you can do codex voice, and you can basically autonomously control your entire harness like through voice remotely. So like you can be managing projects through voice like while you're out on a walk. That's actually sick, Carp. People don't even know what computer use is, bro. That's like how early this all is. Like computer use has been a thing for 6 months on Codex. It was really bad at the beginning, like because the reasoning wasn't high enough. But now, like if you just have Codex on your home computer, anything that your home computer has access to, you can have it like text you stuff too, like, or like print you stuff. Like, hey, like, I'm running late. I'm not gonna have enough time to do this when I get home. print out my boarding pass. And then like you get home and your boarding pass is just printed out. Is it logged in? Or like, check into my flight for me. Bang. Harsh about it. These guys are like all snap hooking onto each other. Wait, Edmund, what do you mean? Oh yeah, it's because I work for a startup though, and like we're just doing it all like in the most efficient way and like best way possible. You don't have like enterprise permissions giving you like arbitrary constraints on efficiency. Like, do you know how much stuff would be automated if everybody could just run codecs on their work computer? Like, it would be over, bro. The only thing that's keeping any of that work afloat right now is the fact that there's huge security risks of installing harnesses on your computer. Yeah, H-Town, and that's literally just job security. Like, everything would fall apart. But the more like decentralized whatever the thing that you're doing is, the more that you can just introduce AI to like automate everything. It's crazy. Yeah. That's why Daybreak just got added to Codex. So you can like build stuff and then run Daybreak and have full cybersecurity. Yeah, probably to detect people like typing in prompts. What's a harness? Harness is like... So if you think of like AI as intelligence, right? It's kind of like putting the brain like in a body. Like the harness allows you to interface with it and like type prompts into it. The harness is what organizes the context and like allows you to type stuff into it. Like different harnesses have different ways of like producing the product that you want. Some harnesses have like a browser on the side of it. Like Claude is like the model. Or Claude is obviously an AI lab, but when people talk about Claude, they're talking about the harness. Or like if people talk about Codex, they're talking about the harness. For like Grok, they're talking about like whatever the harness is that you interface with it. Yeah, that's a nightmare H-Down. Yeah, and the reason why like Buzz exists is because eventually there's just going to be an agent. Like every company is going to have a homebrew agent that their IT team like deems secure, and then everything that your organization does goes to that. Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, in a way, like, Windows 11 is a harness. Like, your operating system on your computer is a harness. Like, your operating system is a front end for, like, all of the capabilities that your computer... all the things that your computer is capable of, but it gives you a front end to, like, interact with things. Bronco, I still think we're early, bro. I think you've got at least 10 more years. So light source. I don't know. I don't think I've ran into a lot of cheaters today. No, I would. You never want to like actually talk to any AI like it's a human. Yeah, Crumb, I have probably 5 project files that stay minimized, and then I have 3 task delegators that are pinned, and I only ever type prompts into the task delegators, and it forks off the chat into a separate chat in one of those 5 projects. So like, let's say it's this project specific IT question. I'll just type into that prompt into the task delegator, and then it'll go to that project IT tab and then solve the thing. Or if it's like document creation for a certain project, I'll type in like the task, and then it'll go to that project into the document creation specific task, and then the agents in that are familiar with the context of the whole project, and then they go out and do the thing. No, I only use codecs. But sometimes I'll use codecs, like you can use a more token efficient computer use to then use agentic research, like through Grok. No, are you talking about like Devin, Crumb? What's up to heat up? I'm gonna reset this raid. Holy profile. 2,000 hours. Jeez, man. You guy's a gamer. No, they're persistent. Like each agent for each task is one that gets called back to like after that thing is done. If like a reoccurring, like something that is already done before has to be called upon again. But that's also like where your skill files come into play, and like what you were talking about earlier, where you can like record yourself doing something and then it adds to the skill file and like tells itself how to do something. You can like give it specific tasks to do in the future. Like that's just text that's being read, and you like fine tuning how it does something in the future. But most of the context, like, it doesn't matter if it's like a persistent agent doing the thing. You could like delegate that task to any agent on any harness, and it would probably be able to follow through with how to do it because you have enough information on how to do it in the first place. But God forbid you try and do that with Claude, because Claude's like totally lobotomized. Grok's models are like the ones that actually can hop in and like figure out what's going on pretty quick. They just don't have a desktop harness, which makes no sense. You gotta use like weird connectors for a lot of stuff. Like if you wanted like an email auto drafter, you'd have to like have a Gmail or like Outlook connector in Grok, which is like in your browser, and it's not persistent between your phone and stuff. Like each task is still local unless it's a automation, and then you have to like go into the automation, and then you don't want stuff automated because you have to do stuff like as they come. Like if you get an email and you want a reply to go out, you have to invoke the agent. It can't just be scheduled. 12 possible outcomes of AI. I haven't read it. It's like a PDF.
New visitors, raiders, up the list. Pods are open. Launching now.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so like if I go into Codex and then I hover over a certain task, it'll say that like this agent has been in this task for like 180 hours. Like they're just there. So it just calls them again without having to like repeat the task. Like they're basically like dormant until you give it a new thing to do. So Tom. And also like a lot of the token spend is like how difficult it is for an agent to like access information. If there's like an API or like an MCP, like a CLI, like anything that allows technology to talk to technology and like transfer data, that saves so many tokens. Anytime it has to actually use like computer use to interface with something, it's over. Like you can't have a million sub-agents doing computer use because you're just going to burn through tokens. How much does an agent swarm cost? It is heavily subsidized right now. So like for a decent agent swarm right now, it costs like $200 a month. And out of that $200 a month subscription, you are getting about $10,000 worth of AI tokens if you're using it effectively. Not really, Crumb. The only issue I've ever had is that it uses like a little bit more of an expensive model to do a task where it probably didn't need to. But who knows, maybe because of that, it actually saves me tokens in the long run without having to like correct it. And it's not always because it's the best way to delegate tasks for the actual like skill set of the individual agent. For me, it's more just like organizing what is actually being done so that I can like keep track of a million different things at the same time. Because if they're all happening in the same threads, it's hard to keep track of who's doing what. So I have like project managers and stuff. No, I use it for work. But there's a lot of cool things you can do with agent swarms. Like outside of work and like task specific stuff. Like one of the craziest things about Codex is that it can just like set stuff up on your computer for you. Like you never have to like learn how to use the software again. You could just have it set up the software for you. And like with AI, like there's so much new stuff coming out all the time. And like in tech in general, there's so much new stuff coming out all the time, and being able to like learn how to do it, learning like a new program, for example, if it's really efficient, it might still just take too much time to learn how to use it where like it's not worth using. But if you can just onboard yourself with that software by telling your agents to set it up for you, you can just pick up new tools. Yeah, Codex context windows are 1,000,000 tokens, but their compaction, like how compacted they can get, is very efficient. Like their 1,000,000 token context window is the equivalent of like a 1,000,000,000 token context window once it's compacted like 10 times. And then that's also like a cool thing about task delegation is that you don't have to worry about like context windows as often because it can just delegate the task to a new chat with like a bigger context window. Yeah, like it'll hand off the task to a new agent that's more capable of doing that thing, that has the context window headroom. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know anything about tech. Like I don't know anything about coding languages or like any of that. I just know how to like tell codecs how to do things and how I want it to be done. And I think less like limiting belief is better. Like not even worrying about the how something's being done, but just having it done and then making it more efficient after is like a little bit better. Because I might be less likely to like try some of these things or like have it work a certain way because I'm not like a native software engineer or something like that. Yeah, so like the context continues to get compacted in those subchats, but the overall context of the project you're working on doesn't like get mixed up because all of that stuff is in a JSON file, like with like an index on a Git repo. The context window is like short-term memory, and then the broader scale of the project, it can refer to other agents that are keeping track of that, but then also like a Git repo that has like a chronological order of what everything has been done. No, I think learn to code, like if you learned to code in the last 5 years, it's like one of the best things you could have done. Because you have a better understanding of like how to tell a coding agent to do something. Like I think one of the biggest issues I have is like not having the vocabulary in tech terms to describe exactly what I want to have happen. And I've had to use like I have to have stuff labeled. Like I could just ask my codecs like, hey, label all this stuff on this screen so I know what to refer to these things as. And then I'll go through and like, after it's been labeled, now I have like a word to call these things. Like if I'm building a website, I'll like have it spit out an image of like the technical term of what all these different things are called, like the specific toggle for like a pill or like a drop-down menu and like all that stuff. I'll just have it labeled that, and then I'll just talk to the voice model with like perfect vocab of how to change exactly what I want changed and stuff. But if I had a background in software engineering, like I'd be able to tell exactly what I wanted to have happen. The weirdest thing about tech is like, if there's a description of something that can happen, you can have a coding agent go and do that thing. And like with software, like anybody can recreate any software now. It's not going to be like perfect, but it's crazy. Like if you're having an audio issue on your PC, you just describe like, hey, I'm having an audio issue. Then you turn on codecs computer use, and it'll go fix the issue you're having. Like, it'll go troubleshoot on your computer and look for the issue. Yeah, it's Solo Trio. I didn't hear of this guy. What? You guys are awful, by the way. You know it too. I thought it was a separate team. I thought it was only gonna be 2. They're really trio stacking that play. Out of every play they could make, they're choosing a trio stack on that, and somehow know I'm a solo. Really. How do they even know I'm a solo here? Yeah, it's solo trees. I just don't know how they know I'm a solo and then decide to push that in departure of all buildings. Okay, we got Turtle Crawl. 4 more points in this. So I think we're going to do 4 in Blastborn, and then we'll have Turtle Crawl maxed out too. I think it's possible that it could be used for that, Crumb, but like actual AI hyper efficiency is something that like games could really use for like just constant updates, man. Like it's so easy to track like what is making people get off games and then just optimizing for attention.
Come on through.
Like I feel like it's very obvious that AI is not being used properly for video games because of how many issues there are for games. And like new models just don't really produce the issues that these games have nowadays. Or like QA for games, for example, like just having a brute force bot that checks for every single duplication bug just 24/7. That's all it does, is it's just trying to duplicate stuff. You'd think that they'd be able to run something like that to not have duplication bugs just be rampant in games. Or like when people are talking about like AI use in games in general, it's like I just don't think it's being used enough, because if the issues you have are like AI generated calling cards and like cosmetics, like I would rather that than some of the stuff that actually is being produced in games.
Hello again. Medium gear, maximum.
No, I don't have a degree in anything. I unironically dropped out of high school. Actually, so sad.
Back again.
Holy moly, I have no money. I think we get Trinkety and Solos for a little bit. What's up, man?
I'm all ears. Come on in.
What's up, Gunner? Yeah, like ESP being undetectable. That alone should tell you that there is very little talent left in game development. Like, if we can't figure out a way to detect ESP, I doubt that team is going to be capable of putting out engaging content to keep people on the game. And sure, your priorities shouldn't be like, let's get the best anti-cheat ever and then let the content lack, or like, let's get the best content and have the anti-cheat lack. It's got to be a balance between the two, but games nowadays seem like the game's success is only predicated on its anti-cheat if it's going to be a multiplayer game. And you have to just build a game around an anti-cheat that is flawless. Like, I would be more apt to playing a game that their entire marketing is just them showing off how good their anti-cheat is. I don't even care how good the game is. Like, if it's the most like pure PvP fair online experience at that given point, like, that'd be so fun. You just know like you're dueling somebody else. That's sick. And yeah, the genre of extraction shooters does not help with combating cheating. These cheaters are like the most drawn to extraction shooters. Because measurably, like, you've got the most to gain and the most to lose. You're like losing time and effort. If you bring in a kit, like, that is a kit that you went and looted for. And then if you're killing somebody with cheats, you know that you're like stealing their time and effort that they went in to get that kit. Yeah, like, you know how you've got to have like some type of, like, when this thing happens, that's when you know it's over, right? Like with AI, for example. Like, I know that we are so far from AI actually being like AGI because I'm still getting hacked on in Arc Raiders. Like, when AI is actually good, like, I will not be getting hacked on in video games. I don't care how good you say that whatever AI you're using is, like, if I'm still getting hacked on in Arc Raiders, it's just not good enough. Can't tell if this guy's cheating or not. Yeah, like the overall litmus test for AI being effective is a lot more basic than like how much is being gate kept. Is as simple as like, oh, is cancer cured? No, okay, it's probably not as effective as we think it is. But for video games, like you wouldn't even think it's like that important of a thing that they're trying to speedrun, but it doesn't also seem like that difficult of a thing to fix. Hey, let me just play some Arc Raiders without getting hacked on, man. How many data centers do we need so I can play Arc Raiders without getting hacked on? Oh, that's already happening, 4D. That's what, like, it's not, they're not raising the prices. They're like releasing more capable, higher intelligent models to the public that chew through usage faster. And now there's going to be like quantifiable ROI on tasks that you can run. Like we're almost at the point where we kind of are, like there's a dollar cost per task that you run with high intelligent prompting. Like you're not going to be able to have like a profitable trader, like profitable agentic trading, but I mean soon you're going to be like, make me a portfolio that has a 15% return. You might be able to do that. And like the token cost is worth it. But it also does seem to be a thing where if, let's say, you're gonna use like AI tokens, right? To make a profitable, who are these people? Am I playing solo trios right now? I gotta be. Like, let's say you're spending tokens to make a profitable trading bot. That's gonna like trade the US stock market. Arguably, it would be more efficient to use the tokens on finding a cure to cancer and then just putting all of your money in a pharma stock, you know what I mean? If you can use AI to make a profitable trading bot, then there's also like somebody shorting your trading bot and profiting on the downside. Damn, that's unlucky. This guy's cheating. Classic. That had to have been solo trio, right? Even though I turned it off. Oh, you know what? Somebody earlier said that they keep playing solos and they're getting trios. I wonder if it's like an actual bug with the new matchmaking.
I'll keep it short. What do you need? Punches hole.
Yeah, that might be a region thing though. Like if you live in Australia, you've been getting 0 trios since launch.
How you keep it? Come on
don't know. I hope they're not teaming. Did some kits donated? I don't know. I'm probably just gonna lose them to cheaters anyway. I'm thinking about hopping on Apex or something. Some pecs. Or as long as we make it into tomorrow, we could just hop on gears. No, I'm playing trios. Oh my god. You got God spawn too. Dude, don't let this distract you from the fact that Embark hasn't released original content for 7 months. What is this bot doing? Hold on. I need your aux circuitry. Thank you. Yeah, from like a momentum side of things, it makes sense why people were like kind of stoked about the things they were with this game, like the potential it had. But the second you lose the momentum of people like even being excited about the game, it doesn't matter when you actually drop the things that people were hyped about. Like the idea of the game being fresh and like new maps coming out and new guns coming out and like all that stuff, like all of it combined is cool. But you can't just like have a game die and then drop a cool map and expect people to even care. Unless it's like a super like cult game like Verdansk or something with Warzone. But even then, like people are like, dude, we want Verdansk back, and then everybody that wanted Verdansk back quit the game and the game died again. And it's way more important to like release content for the players that are left playing the game versus the potential player base. And that's just it kind of goes against what I've said for a while, but the games that have identity crises where they can't tell whether or not they're a PvP game or a PvE game like this, do they want the most casual player base or do they want a sweaty player base? If you can't choose which player base you want, you're never going to make either player base happy, and it doesn't seem like right now they're even catering to either, because I've been saying it for months, but they've made the game less rewarding for all PvP players and then less casual for casual players. But they added a Firefly and a Shredder. So, and then they've added 0 reward for PvE or PvP. Like there's not really much to do past the initial exploration phase of the game. And there's not much to explore because there's like 4 maps. 3 of them are playable. I don't know if the China deal like actually amounted to any profit, because it's their publisher licensing the intellectual property, right? Which, who even knows if Embark owns? That might just be Nexon's. So Lucas, yeah, I opened the Frozen Trail thing earlier. It's cool, like that. All that stuff's been known though. What I said is, it doesn't make sense why they're adding Frozen Trail as like a frozen map when they could just add a new map that has a weather condition that's winter, or just add Cold Snap back to the game. So you're actually like, I don't know. I don't know why they haven't fully leaned into just using map conditions as much as possible to drop new content. Like they forgot the map conditions even existed. The explosive mines are way too expensive. Yeah, Cold Snap coming back, I'm hopping back on the game for sure. If I was like taking a break right now from the game, Cold Snap would instantly get me back on. I don't think they will Wi-Fi. Because the streamers that would take the offer to play Raiders will get paid way more to play COD, and that's coming out the same month. Oh my god, I can't see this guy. So Daniel, yeah, that's a crazy deal, dude. Yeah, that's what doesn't make sense about them adding a frozen map. Like even, dude, no way is this guy. Is he on a different account now? He is. Like Buried City, for example, there should be an unburied city. I'm so dead. Ew. Aww. Aww. That guy's a cheating stream sniper. Chill out. Ain't no way they unbury that city. It would take decades. True. of curious if that, like, nobody that is legit on this game has ever brought in that many snap hooks, so I just wonder what his MO is. Like, why do people that cheat always bring in so many defibs? Streamers are the ones who need constant content updates, so they just move on to the next game? Not really. Because you can put up with a lot less content as a streamer because you're getting paid to play the game. Once you finish the content in a game, if you're not being paid to play it, there's no reason to keep playing it. Just wrong about that, which is kind of funny, because that is like the argument that, oh, streamers are always, like, they're playing the game 8 hours a day, obviously they're gonna run out of content, but it's like, I don't know, you can play a game with no content for a really long time if it's fun to stream. Damn, I just lost this guy. Dude, I don't think anybody's fighting in there. So sad. Oh, this guy's cheating. Classic. This guy's also on a different account. I wonder when he made it. Because before he was on an account that had like 1,000 something hours. So whichever that last... What is this the account? Whichever last ban wave hit, it actually got that guy banned for real. Alright, chat, I'm gonna hop on Apex. If you guys are in the YouTube, come over to the Twitch. If you guys want to watch the rest of the VOD from, what's it called? From this stream, go over to the Twitch to watch it. I'm gonna delete it off YouTube. On it, let's go.